Alrighty, boys, what's going on? My name is Garen Belmont. How y'all doing today? Sorry, I'm gonna move the mic here. It's been a while. How's it going? Hope you guys have been having a good October update. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk about something, and I think you already know by the title what I'm going to be talking about, but basically what I'm going to be discussing is the current sword grind in the game. Now, I want to get one thing right off the gate. I wanted to wait a second. I wanted to, kind of see, what was going on before I made a video about it. I also wanted to see if the developers said anything specifically about the grind. But honestly, I can't even wait anymore. We need to talk about this, and we need to discuss this, because this is one of those situations where I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. So, if you guys don't know, with the October update, sorry, wrong button. So with the October update, we got the new weapon type, which is the two new swords that were added into the game. So we have Deus Ex Manus, and then we also have Shadow. So, of course, say what you want about them having ammunition and stuff like that, whatever. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But, yes, you want to craft the new sword types. Well, guess what? The developers made it so that it is incredibly grindy. I think these two are the most grindy things I have ever had to do in TFD outside of actually building something. So when it comes to actually crafting, these two weapons are just incredibly grindy. Like, almost to a point of I don't even really care anymore, because let's first talk about it. All right, I'm about to. Okay, let's talk about it. So first things first, if you want to get the two new weapons, they basically have their own two new resources that drop specifically from the new Void Vessel mission, and I'll talk about the Void Vessel mission either a little bit in this video, or I'll make a separate video talking about that. But the Photon Quantum Crystals, and then the ultrafine particle alloy, these drop from the different loot chests in Void Vessel. Only the new one, not the old one, only the new one. So that means that these materials are incredibly limited. They're incredibly limited because of the fact that you only get 6 decryption keys at the end of a run of Void Vessel, and you have to use one of them to open up the final box of Void Vessel. So if, let's say you got all the pieces you need, you can save one of those decryption keys, so you're going out with 6 instead of losing one of them trying to open up the final box. Which am I crazy? Was this a thing back in old Void Vessel, or is this something new that they did to be dicks? Because I think this is something new that they did to be dicks, because I don't remember Void Vessel taking the final box that gives you the Descendant or the weapon pieces, or in this case Descendant pieces. I don't remember us having to use decryption keys, but whatever, that's besides the point at this point. And so on average you're getting about 2 of these per run, or sorry, not 2 of these per run. I would say about 5 to 10 per run, maybe a little bit more on a good run, but usually about 5 to 10, I would say. I think 10 is the true average. But man, oh man, you need 300 of these. And you can see I already crafted one of the pieces, and I'm still not at I still need 55 more to craft these two. So it's a lot, and I've been pretty much just doing Void Vessel when I logged into the game. I kind of stopped because I wanted to build out some weapons. But man, the bottleneck is definitely these materials here. Like the bottleneck is definitely these. The amount that you get is so low that even if you get like all of the pieces, like the Synctium fiber and then the nanotube, even if you get these and also the blueprint, even if you get all of these, 5 of each, you're still going to be bottlenecked by these photon quantum crystals and the other stuff. But not only that, the drop rates of the pieces are insanely low. And yes, they are low. When I am comparing that to, launch original Void Vessel when we got Keelan's pieces were like, what, 21? Somewhere around like 20%. And then when Inez came out, Inez is one of the best Descendants in the game. Her pieces were about the same as Keelan. Actually, it might have been like slightly higher at like, I can't remember. It's actually been it's been a while since I farmed them, so it's been a while, but I remember the drop rates being higher. I remember the drop rates being higher than what they are here. And you would think it would actually be the opposite, where the Descendants would actually have the lower drop rates, and then the swords would have the higher drop rates because you need so many of them. But I'll tell you why the developers did this. The reason why they did this is to artificially elongate the amount of time you are playing the game. That's why they did it. And I would imagine that Papa Nexon had a nice little talk with the director and the producer and said, "Hey, we need to inflate those player numbers. What is that metric called? That player retention metric. We need to, up that player retention metric. So we're going to need you to basically make the grind as shitty as possible. But, you heard it right, folks. There's a solution. Oh, wait, there's more. There's a solution, I'm telling you. Okay, hold up. So, with this update, the developers also added another new monetization. What is that monetization, you ask? The Sword Pass. Lightning Crackle, Lightning Crackle. I'm doing the, what was that content creator's name? The Destiny content creator. Oh, man, I love that. Anyway, so they added this new battle pass called the Sword Pass. I think it's going to be around for a couple of weeks. So you have 24 days to get it. So until the next update, I'm guessing, or slightly before. So it just so happens that if you pay the premium price of this new battle pass, of this new sword pass, look at that, you get Deus Ex Manus right off the rip. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. You can also get a shadow too. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh man. But you know what's crazy? During the dev live stream, there was actually, I believe, a free tier of this sword pass where you could actually get Shadow and maybe Deus Ex Manus. I can't remember. But there was actually a free tier where you could get the weapons for free. So even if you didn't spend money, you could still get the weapons for free. But if you wanted the new Transcendent skins, you would have to pay the premium. How much is this premium, you ask? $20. You heard that right. A 30 fucking tier battle pass or a mini pass, whatever you want to call it, that has less content than the original battle pass at $10 fucking dollars is being sold for $20 fucking dollars because Papa Nexon needs more money. They need more money. It's not like they don't make a shit ton of money off of, you know, the cheerleader skins. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at VS's ass. Yeah. Look at Luna's ass. Yeah. You know, the fucking, where is it? The fucking Daisy Dukes. The Daisy Dukes. The bunny. The bunny. What the fuck? What else? The bikinis? This is our second wave of fucking bikini skins. And you already know this shit sold like goddamn fucking hotcakes. Like hotcakes. But of course, this is what $20 gets you in TFD. Outside of the sword pass. This is what your $20 is going towards. What about this skin? I don't like this skin. But you get the drift. I don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? I try to be understanding. I try to be nice about it. I try to be just as understanding as possible. Because originally, when I saw the sword pass, and I can't remember if I said this in my original video talking about the October update, but in my original video, I had said that, I had my initial thoughts of the sword pass were, it was, you know, is it expensive? Probably, but hey, at least we get like a free sword, so you know there's stuff to work towards, and that significantly will take away from some of the grind. And even when the first when the update came out, the sword pass wasn't even in the game yet because there was like some kind of bug or something. So even with the first day of the update, I was still kind of like, okay, this grind is a little stupid, but hey, at least, you know, we're cutting down the grind a little bit because of the sword pass. Nope. No. Nexon said, oh, no. No. Bitch. They looked me straight in the eyes and said, we're going to keep milking those fat titties as much as possible. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I don't care anymore. I really don't, because the fact that you have these content creators that sit here and try and like take all of the bad things that are happening in TFD and blame it on people like me, you know, how dare you? You should feel ashamed that the developers fucked up and you're criticizing them for it. How dare you? You should be more positive. Okay, I'll be more positive. The weapons look cool. There you go. Merry fucking Christmas. Because after all of the grind that you have to do to get these fucking weapons, what awaits you? Please tell me it's the most broken weapons in the fucking game. Like, this shit should be outputting more damage than fucking a fully built ATAMs with full fucking gold cores, everything. It should be outputting more damage. No. I don't know, man. Like, even according to Sen of AIDS, which he is a much better player than I am. I will fully admit that. He is a much better player than me. He plays the game a lot more than me. Even he made a video saying this, so I'm going off of his word, but I trust him. I trust him with my, I wouldn't say my kids, but I trust him with my toaster, okay? I just, you know, the fact that swords are underwhelming, they're incredibly grindy, there's no build diversity whatsoever, and every build is going to be completely cookie cutter, is just, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? All of the glazers, all of the people who sit here and say that I need to stop being so negative. I need to stop criticizing the game because obvious bad things are apparently supposed to be good things. I'm supposed to pretend like this shit is just fucking good, but whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't. GG. Swords are amazing. They're fantastic. They're super broken. You'll absolutely love them. The grind is super easy. It's not going to take you that long. It's only going to take a casual player probably an entire fucking month to actually farm out, the two new weapons plus upgrading the unique abilities. It's fine. It's fine. My name's Garen Belmont, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.